Check out g2a.com for great gaming deals and use code HATTON for a discount. Hello, welcome to Hatton Games. Today we're going to be breaking down a round between Astralis versus Fnatic on Cash. Astralis set out to do a rather explosive A split with them taking mid control late in the round. The way Astralis obtain middle is wonderfully methodical, with smokes for both connector and highway, molotovs for sandbags and vent, as well as a few flashes for them to move up with. Fnatic's defense in middle originally consists of a two-man hold, but as the execute comes in, you'll see that Flusher falls back through the vents, leaving JW alone with a solo mid-hold. As the push comes up to highway, the perfect flash blinds JW, resulting in an easy entry frag for Dupree. Crims also gets blinded by this and falls off to the truck, meaning no trade for the Fnatic side. Device still holds the flank from boost and manages to catch out Flusher, who tried making a play through the connector smoke. As all of this madness is happening, both Karrigan and Xyp9x set up a wall of smoke that lands towards the truck, and then push through Squeaky with a flash to get onto the site. The wall of smoke completely negates Crims' position and allows the push from highway to enter the site with a flash. Unfortunately, Dennis manages to dodge it and kills both Dupree and CajunB before going down to Xyp9x from Squeaky. Astralis now have the site under control and proceed to plant the bomb for main, where Device is positioned with the AWP. With it being a 3 versus 2 situation, they're able to close it out pretty easily and get another round on the board. Dupree holds middle at the start of the round to make sure nobody pushes early on. At around 1 minute 20, Astralis start falling into their middle control and boost Dupree up to align his smoke for highway. Once the flash from Karrigan comes over to middle, he throws a flash for Trash and clears under boost, close left and Trash in one quick motion. It's important that Dupree moves up to the short box as fast as possible to peek with a pop flash thrown from Device. He bags the entry onto JW, who was fully blind, and continues the fast paced push through highway with a flash off the wall. Unfortunately, Dennis manages to dodge this flash and CajunB was unable to make the trade kill in time, with him still being in the smoke. The main reason Dupree can push highway so fast is because the wall of smoke for truck is just blooming, meaning his flash will be even more effective for anyone in that position. Pushing through his own smoke is a wild move, but the idea behind it is that they're able to get the trade onto Dennis. If they really wanted to, they could have waited for the highway smoke to fade and ran out normally, but I feel like this strategy is supposed to be a fast, explosive A split designed to catch the CT side off guard. CajunB throws the smoke to block off B main at the start of the round. This might look like it does nothing, but a lot of set B executes involve this smoke early on, and it baits out an instant reaction from Flusher, who moves deep into the vent expecting further presence at B. This is important to keep in mind because Flusher is now thinking that there may be a potential B execute coming in, and he'll be calling this information to his team. Ultimately though, the smoke is just a distraction and used to try and limit the information Olofmeister can gain at B. When the time comes for middle control, Cajun simply faces the short box whilst Dupree clears close. As Cajun is pushing through the highway smoke, it looks like he actually gets blinded by Karrigan's flash from Squeaky and dies in the smoke to Dennis. Whilst everyone is doing their default, Device is boosted up on the van at T-spawn, trying to get a pick on anyone at the short box. After about 30 seconds of waiting, he gets nothing and heads to the boost. It's here where he lines up his smoke for connector and then faces the short box after the flash. Device's role here isn't to be getting the frag, but to allow both Dupree and Cajun to run up highway as fast as possible. He stays on the boost and flashes highway, blinding both JW and Crims. It's then his job to still hold the flank at middle for any YOLO pushes, and he finds a nice kill onto Flusher, pushing the connector smoke. For the afterplant position, he takes up his spot in main, which the bomb is planted for, and simply faces a tight angle towards truck as Karrigan kills Olof. Xyp9x takes fast control of Squeaky with a flashbang at the start and rattles off a few rounds into the door in order to give the illusion that he is there waiting for any pushes. It's important he does this so that he can later fall back safely to throw all of the necessary nades needed for the execution. Once his teammates are ready at boost, he throws the Molotov for vents and instantly sets up his smoke for truck. He then waits for Karrigan's flash out of Squeaky door and pushes onto the site, killing Dennis in the back. For the afterplant, he plays it safe at quad, watching upper. Karrigan is the one boosting device on the truck at the start of the round. He's only got a Tech 9, but for his role it's okay, as he has a lot of important nades to throw and is the second player to go through Squeaky. He boosts both Dupree and device and then sets up for a really nice Molotov onto the sandbags, a pop flash for middle, and then his smoke for truck. The reason why I love the sandbags molly so much is because it's usually thrown from middle. With him being able to throw it here gives his teammates one less nade to throw and can focus purely on taking their aim battles. Before exiting Squeaky, he throws his final flash through the door and plants the bomb in the open for main. With the wall of smoke still up at truck, he is able to reposition over to forklift to hold a close range angle with his Tech 9 and bag the kill onto Olaf. From JW's point of view, he is holding middle close to the short box at the start of the round, which is why device failed to catch a glimpse of him when boosted up on the truck. As the mid execute comes in, he doesn't face off the bat, so he avoids the pop flash from Karrigan and throws his own flash to try and take an Angel. He spots two members of Astralis in mid and tries to go for another close flash, but gets completely blinded and dies to Dupree. JW probably didn't expect the push to be so fast, and he thought he had more time than he really did. The smokes and flashes in middle completely isolated him out from his teammates, making him an easy pick. Flasher plays the vent at middle with JW and is instantly drawn over towards B by Cajun Smoke. He eventually heads back to middle and plays in open position on the roof. It was a good thing that Flusher gave up the mid hold, as if he stayed up there he was guaranteed to get blinded by Karrigan's flash and would be an easy pick for the Astralis side. By the time Flusher is able to rotate back around to connector, Astralis have already pushed up highway and gotten a kill onto JW. He tried to hit the timing right on the flank but got punished for it by device, who was still holding connector from the boost. Dennis is holding A from forklift and does a standard re-smoke on main. As the push is coming in at middle, he does a flash for main to see if anyone is close, but then focuses his attention onto highway where JW just died. He does a good job of dodging Dupree's flash, managing to kill him as he jumps out the smoke, as well as also kill Cajun B using his muzzle fire to determine where he is. If it wasn't for Dennis's individual play here, this round could have been easily a flawless one for the Astralis side. Crims is playing A with Dennis and holds the squeaky door from the highway roof. When the execute starts at middle, he turns to face highway to help JW, but is instantly blind and is forced to fall off towards truck. Just as Crims regains his vision, the smokes for truck are blooming and the flash from Dupree is deployed, blinding him once again, leaving him unable to help Dennis. He tries to go for the retake with Olaf, but Astralis' positioning is too strong and he falls to Device's AWP at main.